Wow, it's hard to believe that we've just about reached the end of our new moon recap. Keep watching. Welcome back to Clever TV. I'm Dana Ward, and we are now at chapter 24, and it is called Vote. It starts with a somewhat annoyed Edward giving Bella a ride via his back to the Cullen house. The fast run through the woods is more exhilarating than the motorcycle, Bella thinks. When they're almost at their destination, he slows and they talk about how her hold is permanent and unbreakable. And he then asks Bella what her greatest problem is. She explains that Edward is worse than the Volturi because he can leave her, and the Volturi are nothing compared to that. Bella asks to have her stuff back, and Edward reveals that everything is hidden in the floorboards. She then explains how her adrenaline rushes led to his voice being heard by her. Bella has an epiphany of sorts, and she realizes that Edward really loves her the same exact way that she loves him. The Cullens welcome her in their home when they arrive, and Bella asks to talk to the entire family at once. So everyone gathers at the dining room table, starting with Bella making sure Alice had told them all of the happenings in Italy. Bella then explains that the Volturi expect her to become a vampire, and because it involves the entire Cullen family, Bella wants them to vote if each member wants her to join them. Basically, she doesn't want to feel like she's forcing her way into the family, but Edward interrupts, adding that the danger of the Volturi is not extreme. He reveals that he was busy reading the minds of the Volturi in order to keep them safe while in Italy. Edward explains that there's a lack in the Volturi powers because Alice will be able to see before they come for Bella. The ladies don't like Edward's opinion, but she asks for his vote. Yes comes from Alice, Jasper, Esme, and a hell yes from Emmett. Rosalie says no, but immediately she explains that it's not the life she would have chosen for herself, saying she wishes someone found another option for her before she was turned. Now, when the vote comes to Carlisle, he says that turning Bella is the only way that makes sense. Bella is incredibly happy that she got voted into the Cullen family, and she asks Alice where they should make it happen. Edward is furious and shouts, "No, no, no!" Carlisle says he can take care of it, yet Edward argues that it doesn't have to be right now, talking about Charlie and her family. They agree to do it after graduation. Edward brings Bella home where he paces around in deep thought. She reveals that she wants him to change her, and he asks her for a trade, blurting out anything. Edward says 5 years. She argues that she must stay in her teens just like him, and he says that she must marry him first. Wow. Then they get into a discussion, causing Edward to ask if it would have gone better if he had gotten a ring. Charlie wakes up, so Edward ducks out. So now Bella contemplates having Edward change her instead of Carlisle. So Charlie comes into Bella's room and demands to know why Bella left town because he was so worried, even threatening to send her to Florida. She chooses to blame it on a big misunderstanding/emergency. It's what pops into her head. So Bella says that they heard she jumped off a cliff, which turned into Bella trying to kill herself, and ultimately Alice dragged Bella to LA to explain to Edward in person. Charlie totally buys the story and tells her that she can no longer see Edward. As he's all done with the conversation, though, Bella agrees to move out, unless Charlie decides to be nice to Edward, of course. He totally rejects it, but she asks him to think about it. As soon as Charlie leaves the room, Edward is right there and he tells her to not start anything with Charlie over him. Bella speaks out that Edward did have a glimmer of hope about the two of them in the past, and she says that they need to hold on to that same hope. So that is the end of chapter 24. What did you think? It's hard to believe that we're only having one chapter left for the new moon recap. But first, you guys know the drill. You do have a little pop quiz question to answer. And here it goes. Do you think any of the Cullens were close to voting the opposite way regarding if Bella should become a vampire in their family? Or were they all 100% sure about their ultimate vote? As always, thanks for watching Clever TV. I'm Dana Ward in Beverly Hills. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can always get Twilight Saga news, reviews, and gossip. We've got it all right here. See you soon.